The value of 2 times 0 plus 2 times 5 is, well, 2 times 0 is 0, and 2 times 5 is 10. So 0 plus 10 is 10, and therefore the answer is C. How many of the numbers minus 4, minus 2, minus 3.5, minus 2.5, and 6 are to the left of minus 3? Okay, well, minus 4 is right here. Minus 4, stick that in there. Minus 2 is here. Minus 3.5 would be here. And 6 would be way out here somewhere, right? 6 would be out here. Any other numbers I got to put in? Minus 4, minus 2, minus 3.5. Oh, I forgot the minus 2.5. Oh, actually, I think I labeled this incorrectly. This is the 2.5. That's what I think I meant to write. And then this one in here would be minus 3.5. Okay. So now we've finally got that correct. How many are to the left? So to the left, let me circle those guys. To the left of the minus 3 is this one and this one. So only 2 of them are to the left, and therefore that would be B. If 18 plus 18 plus 18 is equal to 3x, then x is equal to 18 plus 18 plus 18 obviously looks like 3 times 18 to me. And that's 3x. So divide through by 3 and you'll get 18 equal to x. And that's pretty much all there is there. So number 3 would be D. How many multiples of 5 are between 8 and 58? Okay, so here's 8. So and we'll put the 58 way out there. So let's put in multiples of 5. So we got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. In between these guys, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is the answer, and therefore that would be E. Cynthia graphs a sequence of points. The first point has coordinates negative 3, 0. Second point has coordinates negative 2, 2. Third point has coordinates negative 1, 4. Each point after the first is 1 unit to the right and 2 units above the previous point. What is the fourth point that Cynthia graphs? Okay. 1 unit to the right. So 1 unit to the right from this would be right here. So that would be 0 for the x-coordinate. And then 2 units above, so 2 units above 4 would be 6, I guess. So 0, 6. 0, 6 is the answer, and that would be E. 4 to the power 3 is equal to 8 to the power of A. What is A? Okay. 4 to the power 3, 8 to the power of A. So let's put everything in base 2. So this would be 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 3 to the power of A. So that looks like 2 times 3 is 6, and that looks like 3A. So that means 6 is equal to 3A, and therefore A is 2. So number 6, the answer is B. The grade 8 and grade 9 students at Pascal Secondary School were surveyed about puzzles. The responses are summarized in the chart below, shown. But 2 of the entries in the chart were erased. In total, how many grade 9 students were surveyed? So 140 is the total don't like. 92 are in grade 8. So 140 minus 92 must be the ones that are in grade 9 that don't like puzzles, I guess. So that's 48, I believe. And in a very similar way, since 125 like puzzles, and 68 of them are in grade 9, 125 minus 68 must be how many are in grade 8. And that number, I believe, is 57. So they're asking me how many grade 9 students were surveyed. So would they just want this row, I guess. So that's just going to be 68 plus 48, and I believe that's 116. So number 7 is C. Rachel, Christoph, and Alfonso are paid to organize some books. In total, they are paid $50. Alfonso is paid $14. Rachel is paid twice what Christoph is paid. How much is Christoph paid? So I have Rachel, Christoph, and Alfonso. So Alfonso's 14. Rachel is paid twice, so if this is 2x, that's x, and the total is 50. So 2x plus x plus 14 is 50. So 3x is equal to 36, and therefore x is equal to 12. And that is how much Christoph is paid. So that would be B. Suppose that 6x plus 3 is y, where x is a positive integer, a possible value of y is. Well, let's see. We're looking for integer solutions, I guess. So this is the equation. So let's start with 1 for y, and let's see what we for x, I should say. And what do we get for y? Well, that's going to be 6 plus 3, so 9. If I put 2 for x, that's going to be 12 plus 3, 15. And keeping in mind, we want to find one of these guys for the value of y. So we haven't yet, so let's keep going. When x is 3, y will be 21. When x is 4, it'll be 27. When it's 5, it'll be 33. When it's 6, it's 39. And when it's 7, it's 45. And there we go. We finally got a value of y that satisfies that equation where both x and y are integers. A small square is drawn inside a large square. As shown, the area of the shaded region and the area of the unshaded region are each 18 centimeters squared. What is the side length of the larger square? Okay, so we'll call this x, and we'll call the side length of the larger square y. So the shaded region and the unshaded region are both equal to 18. So the shaded region, I believe, would be... sorry. The unshaded region is x squared, according to... I labeled it x. So that's going to be 18. So x is root 18. And then the unshaded region, or sorry, the shaded region, that's going to be, let me think about this, y squared minus x squared, right? And that's also equal to 18. Well, y squared minus, well, x squared we have is 18. And that's 18. So that means y squared is 36, and therefore y is 6. And I think that's what they're asking for, the side length of the larger square, which is equal to 6. So therefore, number 10 would be C.